welcome back to another Carp diary, I guess. This is going to be March's little diary piece, and you join me at Horcott Lakes. I've actually come up with Shane a day early. We're here for a little alpha-led social. So we've got the lake booked out for the whole weekend. 30 of us down here, so it's quite busy, but yeah, it should be good. Lots of the lads, I haven't seen a few of them in a couple of months, so good catching up with those. But yeah, apart from that, we did last night to no joy. Shane did manage a tent about 3 o'clock this morning, but yeah, nothing. We did see a couple. We sort of got them for about 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I did a little lap, and as we come round to, I think it's pegs, I'm in peg 15, and Shane's sort of to the right of me, so I guess that's probably 17, I think. And we saw a couple out there, to be fair, a nice common, and then a little sort of, I don't know, a tinier one. And then I sort of come around the corner, bucketed this swim, and saw one to my left. So yeah, I mean, a lot of the bites recently, it's quite an active Facebook group, so they're always showing their sort of catch reports and whatnot, which is nice because I don't know anything about the lake. There's been a couple of videos recently being put up, and they've all seemed to be coming off the zigs. So yeah, last night 2 zigs, 2 foot, and then I actually put one on the bottom on a little hinge, just on a little squid pinked one. But yeah, nothing to go for. I just put out a couple more spawns because one of the bailiffs said they do put a bit of bait out and they might get going again. So I've just put a couple of swans out, all on the money, which is nice. And yeah, we'll sort of wait until the lads are all coming down, probably about 12:30ish. So we've got to pack up, do a draw, and then set back up again. But we've got a good idea of where the fish are, and we believe one of the lads on the far bank, he caught one last night, and that's where the fish have been shown this morning. So that makes sense to be, yeah, sort of getting that sort of zone. If I come out fairly decent in the draw, I mean, out of 30, was that? That might be, I don't know. See if that comes up. Might be a bird. Yeah, I'm fairly good in the draws. I've been lucky in the past, so fingers crossed I can come out fairly high. But yeah, just gonna sip on the coffee now and watch the morning. Gorgeous morning, lovely and quiet up here. It's quite cool. There's like a military base the other side, and this afternoon when the sounds go, they play a little tune. So I'll try and film that later on this afternoon. But yeah, should be a good weekend, and hopefully I can get some carp out. Here he is, Mr. Shane. How are you, mate?
Too bad.
Nice little wake up this morning.
Yeah, 10 to about 3:30. And then the right hand one pulled up, dropped back, but nothing on there. Another morning.
Seen much this morning?
There's been a few shows out in front of that beach area. And just had one show over the left hand rod.
Fingers crossed, we got to sort of midday, haven't we? And then all the other lads will turn up and we'll have to do a little draw.
Yeah, we'll have to get packed up again, and then hope, fingers crossed, we come out nice and early and get back on the fish.
That's it. So we'll touch base, and hopefully Shane's got one in the net. They've been showing sort of this sort of area out here. A couple of lads over there, we think one of those had one last night, but 100% sure. Well, the draw has been done, and I'm in my new swim. Only around the corner, to be honest. Peg 18. I actually thought I had chosen the peg Shane ended up this morning, but I was wrong. But actually one more down, so I'm in like a little corner. I'll show you down there. So yeah, it's all right. I mean, I can get one. It's quite windy, so it's probably a bit loud. I can get one up on that left hand side, and I've actually found like a little spot sort of in here off this, was that tree? No, this tree in actual fact. this one in there. This is down here. Basically got at the top of, climbed up the top of that tree there, and sort of looked down in the sun, and it's just really weird. It's like, yeah, not much down there, to be honest, to play with. I'm just hoping it's really busy down there. There's 30 odd lads on, so I'm really hoping everyone else is casting away out there, and yeah, basically just hoping that the fish get pushed down there. It's about 3-4 foot down here, quite shallow, only in March. Yeah, making all the excuses, but I think it's stacked up against me, to be honest. But hey ho, got 2 zigs out there, one on the bottom like a little wafter rig. If they go, I'll show you the rigs and whatnot. But yeah, 48 hours in here. There are a few pegs around the lake to sort of move on, but it's pretty choked up, to be honest. Bit of the day, it's a social. Seeing all the lads have a little laugh. We've already had a little laugh, to be honest, with the draw. Sort of waited around for a couple of hours, then had a little walk round. Then it absolutely chucked it down. So walking back to the swim, and I'd already left my barrier around her. She's still soaking wet. So yeah, not had the best of starts to the social, but we move. We could be positive. We'll try. It's a little wind. The only good thing is it's got this wind sort of trickling down. But so mate over here is casting around. I've actually found out that the lad he did 5 nights up here, and he was sort of catching out in that middle zone. Bang. But Shane's got a rod in that open zone, so hopefully he can catch one, and if he does, I'll bring you along. Fingers crossed. Well, little update. It is the following morning. It's come up to about 11 o'clock, and Shane managed one last night about 1 o'clock. Really small common, which is quite unlucky, to be honest. It's a lake full of scaly ones in there, and he's managed a £12 common. But Scott on the point, peg 16, he managed a lovely £28 mirror, linear. Yeah, cool fish, proper like thick. Looks like a VS, whatnot. But yeah, lovely fish. And there's been a few shown, to be honest. I've sort of just pan round. I mean, say I'm in this little corner, but there has been a few sort of showing in this sort of zone in here. So just staying active, keeping a few zigs sort of bouncing around. Changed the depth from one of them to gone up to 3 foot now. Just try those upper layers. Shane was on 4 foot, but I think he's a little bit deeper out in that middle bit. And then the one I've got down in the corner, apart from this coot, give me non-stop hassle. I did get a little bit of a liner on it this morning. There are quite a few tension here, so it could have been one of those just sort of swimming through the spot or close by. But yeah, apart from that, not a lot to update on. Winter fishing is hard. I mean, so there's a lot of pressure with sort of leads going in and finding spots, which is going to happen on a social. I mean, there's probably 30 odd lines going in. Sorry, 30 odd anglers, so 90 odd lines. But yeah, it is what it is. Had a nice next to Shane, so gonna have a nice little social. Just fingers crossed. I think Scott might be going home early tomorrow morning, and if that is the case and I'm nothing after tonight, then I'll move over to peg 16 in the morning and sort of spend until 1 o'clock, so I can spend a good part, most of the day, in that middle zone, and I'll just do the same, just chuck 3 zigs out there. I think as we speak, I think Jack, the owner of Alpha Leads, I think he's playing one. They're out sort of on the car park swims, so yeah, that'd be good if he can get his in. Well, I'm sure I'll be able to get a picture and sort of overlay it. See a bit of movement over there, so yeah, that's all I can do is sort of update. The other bad thing at the moment is I've got a splitting headache. I was start of the month, wasn't too well, as in off work, in bed for sort of 4 days. And it's like COVID-y crap. I mean, I did test and I come back negative, but yeah, it's sort of like come over to the week after now, and I'm just literally just dosing up on the old paracetamol at the moment. Not ideal. Sort of got a bit of fishing planned next week and the week after, so hopefully I can be 100% because I need to be. Coming into that springtime, they're going to start getting active, so I need to be on my bike really and getting around chasing them. Yeah, apart from that, we will leave it at that and hope fingers crossed. Oh, one's just battered out. Oh, on again. I don't know if you caught that. It's just look. So that's basically where Shane's got 2 rods. So, they're still showing, but very ziggy, which I think is what everyone's got on. I've got, say, 2 zigs out there, and I say I can't really move too much out of my swim. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Well, Sammy boy's into one.
That's bad.
It sounds like Jack's just had one over on other side of the lake.
That's mad. She pulled up and it was just in the little common.
Just trying to kite round into them snags.
Come on, come on.
It's in that net.
Oh. Yeah.
Get in there.
What a result! Oh. That'll do. Look at that.
She'll do.
Gosh. Oh, that makes it right. Get in there. Just have one. Shane's on the camera. Just see how that goes. It's a corker, mate. Fully scaled. Just sat in there, quickly have a little rest. Good little battle, to be fair. Bit dicey in the weed out there, but yeah, the zig held out. Is that change? Went 3 foot. Must have just done the bit. Solid bit of black foam. It's mad fishing with zigs behind foam. You've just no confidence until you catch a few, and then you're like buzzing. So yeah, I need to get that rod quickly back out there. There could be a good chance. The sun's. I was just literally went round to see Scott, peg 16, and yeah, so that's quite nice. The sun's out, and then tiny little bleeps on the delks. Ran back round, and it was just jarred up in the alarm. Hit it, and yeah, she's in the net, absolutely buzzing. Cheers, Shaney, for doing a bit of filming, mate.
Happy days.
Makes a trip. That's it. So yeah, I'm say cloud 9 now. That headache's gone completely. Scott's just about to tell us what Jack's had. Maybe. Did he get
£40 common?
£40 common?
No, it wasn't.
So yeah, get the rod back out there and then do some pickies and get him a little weigh. It's probably, I reckon it's mid-20, but it's fully scaled corker. So yeah, we'll get the rod back out. Well, there we go. I think they call it in the Cotswolds a scaly banger. Look at that, fully scaled. Just over £24 mark. Really random. I literally popped into Scott's swim. Said, look at that sun, it's lovely. A couple of beeps and off it went. Quick little battle. Yeah, tiny bit of foam. Does the bites. So we'll slip this one back. The rod's already back out there. we'll try and catch a few more. Well, the rods are back out. I've just made a quick change on the middle rod. Lengthened the zig by just up to 3 foot, and I've actually added one of the PB little zig insects. Really little cool little thing. Add a little bit of foam to it, black foam. So yeah, we'll see if that does a bite. I mean, they look good enough to eat, and we've actually seen quite a lot of little things hatching, little bugs, and there's a few mosquitoes, so they should be up for a little snack. I mean, most of the bites have been coming off zigs, so I've got to follow it. I mean, there has been, since having that one, there's been a couple show in my zone. Like I said yesterday, we are pretty cramped in, but say we're here for a social. But yeah, there's been a bit of pressure in that middle sort of zone, and they've made their way down here. I mean, it's helped, I think the sun's come out, and this is the shallower part, and yeah, they've sort of wandered down and kook diving on the bottom bait. But apart from that, 2 rods out there sitting pretty good, I think. Shane's still got a few. We just pan round. He's got a few sort of showing still in his area, but as I say, there's a bit of pressure and whatnot with the leads and whatnot. But yeah, they're sort of showing out here. Don't know if you can see, is that fish there? Yeah, it is. See them backs up there? Look, 3 of them. There we go. So I've changed it to 3 foot, hoping I'm sort of in those sort of upper layers now. Whereas the 2 foot one, I think I was just a bit too shallow, to be honest. But yeah, we'll just keep an eye. Shane's just down here. We'll keep an eye, watching, and hopefully waiting for one of these. Well, one's just fizzed up out there. Look. There we go. Something spooked. I'm fishing just short left of that. We can hopefully, one of these are going to fly off. I'm not going to do bite cam, but it'd be pretty cool if one just went beep beep. Oh no.
Just had a shout, Sammy's into another one. Another one on the zig.
I'm gonna go to go, I think.
No, I think we'll go.
Yeah? Yeah. It's heavy in the line.
I know, but I think it might.
There we go, fish number 2. Going a bit crazy down there. Another Horcott scaly one. She'll do. Just had a little knock on the middle rod as well, on the zig I just cast back out. But that one there was caught on that little PB zigger liner, so didn't take long, half an hour. Yeah, it's been mega. I mean, there's been plenty of fish showing down here, but that sunny weather's definitely made them sort of drift down into these shallow waters. But I think we're going to get a lot of rain in a minute, so entertainment might come to an end. But 2 fish, one's just showed out on the bottom bait as well. Yeah. There we go, fish number 2. I haven't weighed it, but it's probably 22s, 23s. Again, absolute little corker. Some proper nice fish in there. Really simple, literally like I just said, just changed over to that PB zigger liner. And I mean, half an hour, 45 minutes, I mean, they've shown down it now. It looks mega down here, to be honest. Yeah, little line bite and off it went. Or a little bleep, in fact. Corker. Alright. It's gone a bit crazy. Literally just put that second rod out, and this right-hander, pulled up tight, struck into it, nothing there, and then one's just bow waved. Lead's still on, so I'm fishing drop-offs, but the hook's just burred over. I mean, you can see now, see this coot. Where is it? Here. I've just let him dive, sort of thing, for the last, well, rest all the afternoon basically. Just kept diving, sort of stir up the swim, hoping for a chance of one sort of a fish coming in and maybe getting a bite. So I don't know if it's just a savage liner. Yeah, I mean, if it's a take normally, I would say, I don't know what to put it down to, but the hook was burred over, so there could be a very good chance of that coot, like you just saw, diving down, moving the lead, and I have had a couple of liners on it, to be honest. Yeah, not too sure, but yeah, really happy to have two on the card. Worked hard for those two, sort of moving depths, moving zigs. That quick change over to the PB little liner has worked a good one. But I'll update if anything else happens. But we're happy. Oh, wounded. Just lost one. Actually snapped me off. I mean, there's quite a lot of weed out there where I'm in this little corner. Yeah, just pulled into it. Did rip off too far, a little bleep, and then it ripped. Pulled into it, felt it on, and it just ping, snaps. I think it's gone through like a little weed bed of some sort. But whilst I got it out, just quickly show you that zig. There it is there. Look at that. Just got to add a bit of black foam through that top piece, and that's doing the bites. So there's 2 bites on it now, and it's only been out there for about, well, since making a change, hour and a half. Made them, say, a little bit taller, so they're probably just sitting top thirds now, which is what I want. Has just started raining, which isn't ideal, but hey ho, we'll give it a go. I need to get it back out there and see if it goes off again. They're definitely down here, so see if they stay down here all night. Probably won't, probably drift back out, but if everyone else starts casting around and spomming, might push them back in again. Well, it's another bite, so doing something right. So we get this one back out there, put some foam on it quickly, get it back out there. And that is number 3. After dropping that one literally half an hour ago. Re-rigged up again. Same sort of zone, not even clipping up, just sort of chucking to the same sort of zone. I'm actually getting a little drop as well, which is quite nice. I know it is soft drops, but I know it's clear. It's basically like this like algae green sort of weed. And it's going, I mean, it must be just a clear patch, and they're just coming in, grabbing those little liners, and bit of black foam, and off it goes. But yeah, that's a lovely little, probably scraper 20. Bit darker, that one. Yeah, good times. Just shows the power of the zigs. So yeah, the rods are back out there. Accidentally took out the right-hander, but that's back out on the spot now. Just had a fish sort of spook off that coot diving. So they're definitely coming down this bottom corner. I mean, see, you can actually see it's raining now. Yeah, these two just diving on the spot over to the left, and yeah, milking it up a little bit. I'll show you the mix tomorrow, or this afternoon, or tomorrow when it stops raining. Nice and easy mix, really simple mix, which I'm always using all throughout the year, to be honest. Works pretty consistently. Yeah, we'll get the fish out once it stops drizzling and have a look. Oh, you've just seen number 3 over there, and in that net there is number 4. This is getting crazy. Another cool little mirror, another zig, another one on the liner. Yeah, quality times. This is unknown territory for me. I'm not normally one which has a little bag up on a session. I normally nick the odd couple. Just going to keep on going. They're definitely down here, so I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. I've lost it. I've still got a cracking headache, but it's a good headache at the moment. Fishing, isn't it? Sometimes you're on him. It's crazy because the story was, I think I might have said it at the start of the vlog, whatever. I didn't actually want this swim. I wanted the one next door. But sun come up, fish come down in the shallows, early March. And I'm certain those blacker little liners, they just look so like a little bug. And yeah, I'm sure that is doing the bites. I'm certain of it. So they're both now on those little liners. I'm just going to keep going. This rain might stop play, but we'll find out, won't we? Yeah. Rain in. But yeah, once this quietens down a bit, I will get these two out because I can't have too many fish. They're right resting up there. It's 30 bit of depth down there, so yeah, good times. Get down the Horcott.
Tell you what. Horcott. There's a nice fish that.
There we go, fish number 3, £22. Again on the zig, again in the same zone. Mega times. And as you know, I've got one in the net. It's a little bit smaller than the next one, but again, lovely mirror for Horcott. This one being a little bit darker, which is nice to see. Yeah, we'll just get some quick stills and then pop it back.
Sun's bright in your face, but that's a bit clicky a bit.
Oh! Done me!
I've actually got that.
Done me!
I've actually got that. It's recording.
As you can see, this one's a bit angry, but this is fish number 4. Got a little leaf on it. Yeah, cool little chap. Again, a little dark one. Some lovely fish in there, all have been mint condition, so credit to the lads at Horcott, did a great job. And I guess all the anglers have come down, treating them with a little bit of care. We did have to treat, I think my second one just had a little bit of scale damage on its tail. We actually think it's been attacked by something else, like a pike or one of the cormorants, but yeah. Fish number 4, and it's got a bit quiet now. With that bit of rain coming earlier. Yeah, we'll get it back. Enter. So I said I was going to quickly show you my bait. So it is in this pot here. It is Carp Particles Dart Mix. Absolutely love that stuff. And then you've got Carp Particles Himalayan Pinks salt. Great time of year. I mean, I use it all year round, to be fair. But just before they're about to spawn in, they just love a bit of salt. And then you've got Richworth Arctic Crab Boilie Crumb, along with Original. And that's soaked in, that is soaked in the original bait soak. And there's also some 10 millers in there as well, which have been soaking for a while now. Yeah, it's all nice and sweet. Yeah, so get that in there, give it a little mix round. Been adding a little bit of evaporated milk as well, just to get it sort of clouding up over there, and hopefully one ghost over goes down on it, and that should be a bite. But yeah, it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? So get a couple of that spawns out there now, and that'll be it for the night. And this is it for the rest of the evening. I've actually broke the rods up into a 2 and a 3. There's loads of weed in here, and it's just pulling the line down. I'm trying to fish as slack as possible, so now I can hopefully get the tips up over that and then slacken up all the way. Because I had a couple of lines today where I think the fish was sort of coming in through here, picking up the line, and then sort of booting back out. You've got that flipping, I don't know what it is, some sort of tufty of some sort, just diving on the spot. But he spooked out a couple of times recently. Definitely a fish there, and he sort of scarped out. Yeah, that was a good fish, just showed in the middle. But yeah, these two on the zigs again, 3-footers. Yeah, back in the zones, which have done the bites today, hopefully. Not expecting anything through the night, to be honest. I think it'll be early morning again, if I get a chance. If not, I'm very happy. 4 fish and dropped one. I wouldn't have said that at 10 o'clock yesterday morning, or this morning in fact. Yeah, go and get some food on the cob, and that'll be tonight, unless we get one. Well, good morning. The rods didn't do much last night. Not a single bleep. So I've re-chucked the 2 zigs. back out into sort of similar zones where they were last night. And yeah, to be fair, a few fish got lost last night down the other end of the lake, and there was quite a cool little wind sort of trickling down there all last night, sort of all through the evening. And woke up this morning, it's sort of doing the same again. So yeah, it's just coming up to about 10 o'clock. We're on to about 1ish. So I'm just hoping get one more chance maybe. The sun just needs to get up a little bit more, get a bit warmer, and I think they might trickle back into this little bay. But if nothing happens, woken up again with a stinking headache. I think it's a migraine. So on the paracetamol to try and beat it. But yeah, good session. So 4 fish, lost one, snapped me up. Oh, not too worried about that. I think it's just a little tiddler, maybe a little tench. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Yeah, sat there at 10 o'clock in the morning, feeling catching nothing, and it just kicked off. And that's the way it can go sometimes, the old fishing. So yeah, probably leave it at that. That'll be it for the first sort of section of this little video. I'm out next week and the week after, so you'll be coming along for those for March's little video diary. Not too sure what to call it. I think it's a diary. That'll work. Yeah. So if I catch anything else this afternoon or mid-morning, I'll show it you. But if not, big thank you to Jack at Alpha Leads, sorting this all out. I think Elton had a little bit to help to do with it, but we won't thank him. Yeah. Cheers, Jack. Good to meet all the lads done on the Alpha team. So yeah, should be a good year with the boys. Hopefully you'll catch lots of fish, and if you haven't checked the website out, go and have a look at it. Plenty of leads up there, all different styles, weights, the whole lot. Yeah, mega stuff, and it's cheap, which is what we all want. If you're dropping leads, it can get pretty expensive, so paying £2 a lead, it's going to soon rack up, and if you're catching a few bites and you happen to drop, yeah, it's going to be a pretty hefty little bill. Yeah, there's always the odd offer comes up online, so check out the Instagram and whatnot, keep an eye on that. Yeah, go and show them some love. But yeah, we're going to do it with this. These little terrors diving on me all morning. I've just given up now. Pen doesn't seem to work. The laser pen doesn't seem to work on that one. But yeah, cheers Horcott. Well, this is second session since Horcott. Unfortunately last week I did 4 days, 3 days down one of the club lakes to catfish, which yeah, I wasn't best pleased about, but that's the way it goes sometimes. And then that was last session of the year for me on there, and now I'm properly focusing on this sort of campaign lake / spring lake, see how I get on basically. But yeah, did one night, nothing, but learned a little bit, always learning, trying to find where they are, and I did actually see a couple shows, so that's good. And I'm back down the lake this evening. Hopefully I can, well, hopefully the bivvy stays, to be honest. Just checking the forecast now, and it says sort of gusts to about 50 miles per hour. And yeah, I got down early this morning, did see a couple, which is good, in the same sort of similar sort of zone. Yeah, just set up, and the forecast said it was going to switch to westerly tonight, but it stayed the southwesterly, which is now blowing straight into my bivvy, or brolly in fact. Got the front on the hideout, should be fine. Everything, all the fronts double pegged, 2 big storm poles in the fronts. Yeah, it's pretty savage to be fair. Done a few nights in these sort of conditions. To be fair, one last, when would that been? September, and I actually nicked one. It wasn't till the morning, but yeah, see it happens, got to be down here anyway. So yeah, if you don't hear from me for, I don't know, any more on this blog or this month, either the bivvy blew away and I ended up in the middle of the lake on my bed chair or whatever, floating away. But yeah, I'll update in the morning, hopefully with a carp in the net, but if not, see how it goes. Good morning. It is not a nice morning weather wise, but fishing wise, it is spot on. Mega southwesterly wind pumping down into this corner. Yeah, savage night. They did say sort of gusts to like 50 miles per hour, and yeah, definitely coming. I didn't have much sleep. Did get to sleep till about midnight, and that's when it was hitting in. Midnight to like 3 o'clock in the morning. They said it was going to be really bad, and it bloody was. Did get like a couple of hours kip, and then woke up about 4 o'clock. Had a quick look out, and it was actually chucking it down. Yeah, nothing, no fish, not even a bleep, apart from a couple of wind bleeps, but yeah, no fish bleeps. Yeah, just spent the morning, been up sort of since about just after 6. So clocks had just gone forward, so it was just coming light, and yeah, still haven't seen anything. It's now 7:45. So do like a little show in the morning sometimes. I only saw one yesterday, and I'm pretty certain that the other one was a bream, but yeah, nothing, no fish anyway yet this morning. The way I've set the bivvy up, sort of like seeing out on sort of the bottom half of the lake, where say that I think they've been for the last couple of weeks now. So yeah, so I'll just keep my eyes on the water really. If I see one, I got one off. I did put a little bit of bait out, like I said, on just a small little patch. I mean, it's nothing, there's no like gravel out there or anything, it's just silt. And I've got one just off of it, which in case I saw a show, that's got sort of going to be my roving rod. I'll keep my eyes on and see if anything happens really. I've got today, and then like I say, get fish today, and then go home, get prepped up, and then back down early tomorrow morning. And I've got all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Yeah, be lovely. So nearly into April, so to get that one last fish of March would be spot on. Cherry on top, I think they say. There you come, and you can probably hear that wind. It is. Whoa! Yeah, I think that'll be enough. See you in a bit. That is much. I'm done and dusted. Unfortunately ended that session on a blank. Actually doing the edit for this video and got to the end and thought, oh, I haven't really done an outro. So that, yeah, so say I went home, came back down the following morning, managed to get in the same sort of zone, flicked some sort of hinges back out there, and yeah, there was a couple showing to be honest, but like I've been thinking, they're really freshy sort of shows. I think they're still trying to sort of dislodge those the leeches, and that one in January had quite a few argillus down on its sort of tail. So I'm pretty certain they're just trying to get rid of those parasites. Very common this time of year. They say they're waking up. They've been pretty dormant throughout the winter. It's quite deep. Well, it's got deep sections, so I'm sure they're huddled up in those depths. Yeah, all the leeches can climb on them. So yeah, they're splashing around, thinking I'm going to be catching, chucking singles at them. It hasn't really worked, but that's the way it goes. Spring fishing. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't. I've got to be persistent, and I'm motivated to keep going. And yeah, April's going to be quite busy. Got to say, sessions down there, I'll be getting down there, hopefully after work as well in the week. And then those sort of overnighters over the weekends. I got a little filming, a little trip up to Sandhurst with PB. Yeah, just doing a few little videos with Brad. So that should be good. Hopefully a bit of flick the rods out for an evening. Yeah, apart from that, that is about it for the March. So really thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. A few fish, which was good, especially out of Horcott. So yeah, definitely going to get back up there. Probably be next year now. Yeah, get on the zigs up there again for sure. And yeah, we'll see you in April, I guess. Have a good Easter and all the best this spring.